Hello. I had a couple of people who were curious to know what progress I made with my Pokemon game, and because of having COVID this week, it's given me a bit of chance to work on it. So I thought I would showcase the progress I've made on it. I think I've gotten to a point now where I'm sort of ready to park it and move on maybe to some other projects. So I just thought I'd let you show you what I'd get up to. I'll show you an example battle. I don't think this is going to have time. I don't think there's going to be time for me to show you all of the features that I've incorporated into the game in this, because that would take too long. I think it'd be pretty boring. I've written like 130 tests for this thing, but it should at least give you the gist. So when you start it up, currently I've preloaded in the teams of red and blue from Pokemon Gold and Silver, that I've made a few changes to the movesets to showcase all the functionality that I've added in. You kind of greeted with this screen, so it'll show you the current state of the battle, the Pokemon that are in, whose turn it is, what your attack options are, what Pokemon you can switch into, and then other options to see move details and see Pokemon details. So how you control it is just through the numbers here. Apart from to switch Pokemon, you do 4 and then a space and then the number of the Pokemon you want to switch to. But as you can see, I've coloured coded everything according to type. So for the attacks, it's just the type of the move. And if we just click on see Pokemon details now, and you can see all the Pokemon who are in your team, you can see that some of the Pokemon that have more than one type, it's colour coded according to both types. So yeah, Pokemon have attack, defense, special attack, special defense. If I just go into see move details now, so attacks can either be physical or special, or there's no special ones here, or status, which don't do damage directly, they have some other effect. And physical and special moves can have some other effect, but I'll show you that in a bit later. So as you can see, Pokemon have attack, special attack, defense, special defense. So which stat is used will depend on whether the move is physical or special. Anyway, if we just look into into playing the game, so Pidgeot Raichu, that's not a good matchup for us. Raichu is super effective against us, so if we use the Whirlwind move, we can force another random one of the opponent's Pokemon to switch it in its place. So now we've got Espeon. If we use Swift with Espeon, so here Mudslap can reduce accuracy. That can make it less likely that the opponent's going to hit, but because a ground type move is not going to be effective against a flying type. In fact, I'll just use that to showcase it. So yeah, it had no effect because flying types are immune to ground types. So if we now use double team, we can increase our evasiveness. That makes it less likely that the opponent's going to hit a move successfully, as I was showing you here. So moves have different powers depending on how strong it is. It also has a different accuracy. So an 100% accuracy move should theoretically hit every time, but because the opponent's increased its evasiveness, it's not going to hit. So or it could miss anyway, but this Swift here never misses. So if we use Swift, it should hit every time. If we use Fly, it means we flew up in the air. So if we use another move, like Psychic for example, it's going to miss because Pidgeot was in the air. Although there are certain moves that can hit Fly for increased damage, and the same with Dig, which is the move I might showcase later. So yeah, this was a critical hit. So the moves have got a 1 in 8 chance of being critical, or some moves have got a higher chance than that because they've got a high crit rate, and that doubles the damage. So Espeon's fated now, so we can move into Raichu, because Raichu has Thunderbolt, which is super effective, and it also has a chance to paralyze. So this is another thing incorporated: status conditions, paralysis, burn, freeze, sleep, and poison, and being severely poisoned as well is another one. So being paralyzed, it means that 25% of the chance, 25% of the time, our moves won't hit. If we use takedown now, see, we can't use it because we're fully paralyzed. And now if we use just Thunderbolt again, Oh, it missed because we increased the evasiveness with double team. So now if we use takedown now, oh, we're fully paralyzed again. Okay, and now if we use thunderbolt, okay, the attack missed again. Okay, this is not going anywhere. Oh, here we go. Finally, thunderbolt was super effective. Fidget's fainted, so now we've got to choose the next Pokemon to send in. We'll send in Arcanine. Why not? Now, if we use Flamethrower, and now, okay, Raichu's about to die, but we can let it not be in vain. If we use Charm, the attack can sharply decrease, so anytime you use a physical attack like Swift, the damage will be reduced. What can we do now? Okay, Blastoise. Quickly, if we just use Dig, we can show you the same kind of functionality we did before with Fly. Whereas if we use Flamethrower now, the attack's going to miss. Blastoise releases Dig on its second turn. Now Takedown hits with Recoil, so as you can see, it did some damage to Blastoise, but it also did a fraction of that damage to itself as well. Surf, that's going to be super effective against Arcanine, so it's going to faint. Now let's move into Executor. So if we use Solar Beam now, Solar Beam takes 2 turns to charge up. So in the meantime, we can use Blizzard, which is super effective. But Solar Beam is going to hit, and it was a critical hit as well. So that caused Blastoise to faint. If we now switch into Charizard, we can burn the opponent with Will-O-Wisp. So Execute is burned. So that's going to have physical attack as well as doing a little bit of damage every turn. This is not a good matchup for us, but if we use Self-Destruct, we can sacrifice ourselves to do a lot of damage. And we can't quite see how much damage it's done yet until we swap around. If we swap into Rhydon, yeah, so that did quite a lot of damage. If we use Slash, I was just about to say, Slash has got an increased chance of critically hitting, so that's a 1 in 4 chance of critically hitting, so thank you for proving my point. Moves like Fury Swipes can hit multiple times. It's a random amount between 2 and 5 times, as it is in the Pokemon games. Rhydon's a physical attacker, so it's going to benefit us to burn him now, because that's going to reduce the damage of all his attacks. Double Kick is always going to hit 2 times. Let's just let's fly. Again, we're not going to be able to. He's not going to be able to hit us. So see, Rhydon's. Oh no, I was going to say Rhydon's been hit by the faint by burn. It's not. It's faint with Fly. So now we bring in Alakazam. If we use, we've just used Psychic now to finish this one off. If we bring in Venusaur now. We can use Toxic, so that's going to poison Alakazam. That's going to take damage off him because it's toxic and it's badly poisoned him. It's going to increase that damage every turn. Now we could switch Alakazam out into another Pokemon, and that would turn it back to poison. But we'll just carry on with this to demonstrate. Hypnosis. So now Venusaur has fell asleep. So it's going to take him a few turns to wake up, or he's not going to be able to move. For example, so if now we take the opportunity to use Calm Mind, which is going to build up our special attack and special defense. If we then try and use Giga Drain, it's still asleep. So now if we use Psychic, that's super effective. That's going to kill Venusaur. By the way, Giga Drain, if we'd used that would have drained some of the health which we'd have taken off Alakazam. We would have used to recover ourselves. Anyway, going on to the last Pokemon, Snorlax. So because Alakazam is a special attacker, if we use Amnesia, that's going to increase our special defense. That's going to make us more resistant to special attacks. Now Alakazam's health getting a bit low. If we use Recover, that can bring our health back up again. But because our poison's hitting pretty bad now, that's almost already all been taken out. If we use Body Slam, Alakazam's got very poor physical defense, so that's going to finish it off, which means it's now going to be 1-on-1. So we can use Thunder Wave. That's going to miss. That would normally paralyze Snorlax, but let's just proceed. Oh, so Body Slam does have a chance to paralyze, so now Gyarados is paralysed. So now both are paralysed. However, Snorlax can use Rest, which is going to fully... Oh no. Because it's a full health, it's not going to work. Okay. So Dragon Rage is always going to do a fixed amount of damage, regardless of defense or attack or anything like that, like it does in the games. So now if we use Rest... Oh, it's fully paralysed, you can't do that. Okie doke. Rest. There we go. So that's fully restored his health, but as a result, it's put him to sleep. So if we carry on using Dragon Rage, however, Snorlax has a move called Snore, which allows it to attack even when asleep. Genius. So now if we use Snore, well, Snorlax woke up because using Rest, you're always going to sleep for 2 turns. Otherwise, it's a random amount of turns between 1 and 3. It woke up to the Snore move failed. So this match truly is in the balance. Well, I say it's in the balance. If we use this Dragon Rage, that should hit 3 HP. So unless we get paralysed, that should win the battle. And there we go. Blues won the battle. So yeah, I hope you found that demonstration interesting. Thanks for watching.